What's going on, everyone? It's Nick. I know, you guys already know, I'm not happy right now. I'm absolutely not in a good mood. But here I go. At least I'm not hiding. I'll just say it straight up about how both my baseball team and football team really annoy me on this Sunday. I'm going to start with the Giants, and then I'm going to go on to the Yankees. I don't think I'm going to really scream. Okay, maybe a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to really go on a tirade. Just going to express my grievances with these teams. If you're a Yankees and or Giants fan watching this, yeah, if you want to hit that like button, that'd be much appreciated. If you want to consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell, that'd be much appreciated as well. So, alright, just gonna say what I gotta say about both these teams. Starting with the New York Giants. Only one opening day win since 2009. Haven't been 500 or better since 2016. Can we please change that this year? I've been a believer that this team can surprise people. I won't completely lose hope yet, but man, you sure have shown a lot of red flags. I didn't want to believe those red flags going into the season, as you saw me pick the Giants to win the division, only because it's the NFC least that they're playing in. But I don't know, man. It is only one game. I know, season's far from over. But what I was taught in high school, first game of the season is where you set the tone for the season. And you sure didn't do a good job setting the tone for the season. Although I also have to give the Broncos credit for really showing out and outplaying the Giants. But the Giants have to be held accountable too. Now I also hope that Jerry Jeudy's okay. You never want to wish injuries on anybody. That first half, the Giants defense did fine, but the second half, that soft zone really got exposed. Hey, congrats Azeez Ojulari on your first career sack, but also at the beginning of the third quarter. Dude! Mulan didn't actually miss though. But come on, you gotta get that sack, man. Adoree Jackson got bailed out here. KJ Hamler absolutely burned him, but luckily dropped a pass that he should have caught for an easy touchdown. Alright, here's what actually got me really pissed off. Joe Judge. Come on, dude, how do you not know the rules of the game? Rodarius Williams should have had that sack. But man, Blake Martinez, you should have had that tackle. But then for Joe Judge, an NFL head coach, one us Giants fans raved about since last year. You're making us look dumb now for having raved about you. That's just embarrassing for an NFL head coach to not even know the rules. Why would you challenge that? You should know that scoring plays are reviewed, so you cannot challenge that. I don't know why I, as a fan, should be the one telling you that when you're a head coach in the NFL. Seriously.
What kind of shit is that?
Sterling Shepard played really well, though. I definitely will say that Sterling Shepard can walk out with his head high. Kenny Golladay and Saquon Barkley, they're coming off injuries. I won't be hard on them. Golladay had a couple nice catches, though. And look, I've loved Saquon Barkley since day one. If I knew who Bad Dog was when he first suggested listening to Saquon trade offers, oh yeah, I absolutely would have joined in on excoriating him. But you know what? I know why he suggested that. I'm not saying they should trade him. No, don't just trade him yet. It's still too early to give up on him. However, injuries might be getting to him. It is possible that his rookie year is where he peaked. Now, Daniel Jones, dude, I really don't want to be right for thinking that the Giants made a mistake drafting him. I really did want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I still do, but it's his third year now. You can't make excuses for him anymore. Do you need spider tack to be able to hold on to the damn ball? I really don't want to encourage cheating. And it's sad that he even had... Sorry, I hit the computer, but it's sad that he even really made me have to think that way. Also, not even being able to take advantage of that pass interference on Kyle Fuller, holding Kenny Golladay, and ending up with a turnover on downs in the red zone. When will this team ever get the job done in the red zone? It's like the Yankees with runners in scoring position. And I'll get to the Yankees in a little bit. And speaking of the offensive line, that wasn't great today, or should I say yesterday, because it'll be Monday by the time you're seeing this. The offensive line wasn't great, but it wasn't that bad. We definitely can't use it as an excuse for Daniel Jones either way, though, because the better quarterbacks will be able to overcome a bad offensive line. Just look at Justin Herbert last year as a rookie. And nice garbage time touchdown, by the way. Yeah, this was an ugly loss. The Giants were just totally unprepared. Joe Judge, again, someone I've raved about. I know I'm not the only Giants fan who ever raved about him. He definitely has to be held accountable here. He did a bad job preparing his team. But hey, let's bounce back on Thursday in Washington. We know about their defense. I'm afraid the Giants won't be able to score a whole lot on them either. I expected the Falcons week 3 to be when the Giants offense starts putting some points on the board. It better be, because that's the game that Eli Manning gets his number retired. Alright, done venting about the Giants now. Now it's time to vent about the Yankees. Another day, another choke job. Let's be real. This team does not deserve to make the playoffs. I'll just say it straight up. I find it humorous that I got called a fake fan and a drama queen when I said that after they lost their 6th straight. They're 1-2 since. And bro, I don't say that they don't deserve to make the playoffs because I don't want them to. Of course not. Yeah, I want this team to win the World Series, but I'm just being realistic. This whole season's been a roller coaster, and ever since that 13-game winning streak, this team is 3-14. I want to look like a fool because I really do love this team, and I have since I was 8 years old. But I'm also realistic. These guys don't deserve it. Chad Green, dude, how the hell is your ERA still 3.28 this year? It feels like it's way over 10. 7 losses on the season though. Even though yes, ERA is usually the more reliable stat than win-loss record. In fact, it almost always is, but I think that here is a 1 in a million exception for when win-loss record is more indicative of how you've done this season than your ERA. 7 losses for a reliever is way too many. No, I don't think I'm being dramatic here. He needs to go. He needs to go out the door. He sucks. Oh, Andrew Heaney actually not giving up an earned run, though. Wow, what a miracle. Gleyber Torres, gotta talk about him. He actually did do something good, though. He actually hit a home run. What a miracle. Only 2 years ago, he seemed like he was a superstar in the making. But it feels like ages ago. Seriously, he has sucked this year. And he wasn't so good last year either. Okay, he put up good numbers in the playoffs, but this year he has been horrible both at the plate and defensively. He is not a major league shortstop. He belongs at second base. Maybe somewhere else is a better situation for him, but it's a tough decision to make because I loved him 2 years ago. And I was hoping he would bounce back this year, but that love for him is gone now. At least until he actually shows that he can be back to being that superstar that we all thought he would be just a few years ago. Gio Urshela, ever since he's come off the IL, he's been embarrassing, both offensively and defensively. When was the last time the Yankees actually went a full game without making a single error? I can't even remember, and usually I remember these things pretty well. I don't give enough of a to go look it up because I'm just that annoyed right now. This team has made at least 1 or 2 errors per game these last several games. That's some Little League bullshit. DJ LeMahieu, he's been a major disappointment this year and sure has made people like myself thinking the Yankees keeping him for under $20 million a year was such a great deal. He's making people like me who thought that this was such a great deal look pretty stupid right now. But hey, he went 3 for 5 in this game, so I'm done bashing him there. At least he had a great game this time. Just for this whole season, he has been a massive disappointment. Giancarlo Stanton though, thank you for being a saving grace on this team. You swung a red hot bat since last month. Also, I loved it when you clapped back at Francisco Lindor. Yeah, give him a taste of his own medicine when he wants to run his mouth. This team needs some of that competitive fire. Too bad Chad Green wasted your game-tying home run. He sure owes you a million apologies. But speaking of Lindor, okay, Lindor did have a great game. He hit 3 home runs. Perhaps this could be a signature moment for him as a Met, as he's been such a disappointment for them this year. I will give him credit where it's due that he had a great game. However, if you want to run your mouth, you better be able to take the smoke. You better be able to handle getting a taste of your own medicine and not get butthurt over it. You had it coming the whole time. So don't be a bitch. Just be like, okay, you got me. I'll get you next time though. You did get us next time though, I'll give you that. But for you to react like that, yeah, that was soft. It's not just Chad Green though that's been unreliable out of the bullpen. This bullpen's blown way too many games. Chad Green is only part of the problem. You know what though, it does feel like every time I make a video talking down on the Yankees, they start to get it together again. The Field of Dreams game was right before the 13-game winning streak. I went off on Aaron Boone, Andrew Heaney, and Zack Britton after the Field of Dreams game. I won't count on it for this to work, but if the Yankees do get hot again after this, nice. Of course, I won't be taking credit for it because I doubt the Yankees are watching this. Even if they do, I don't think they'd really care about what I have to say. But I'll just say what I have to say anyways. At least I'm not hiding from the fact that my team's lost on this Sunday. This team right now, though, not even gonna sugarcoat it. You can't sugarcoat it. This team is pathetic. Never in my 19 years as a fan of this team that I love so dearly has annoyed me as much as this year's team. Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and Garrett Cole are the only 3 guys on this team that I really don't have much bad to say about this year. Hey, at least it's about time that Joey Gallo finally moved down in the lineup. Why did they ever think hitting him second was such a good idea? And why did they continue to do so when he's barely hitting over 100 as a Yankee and strikes out almost half the time he's up? I say they because I know Aaron Boone's just a puppet he's not actually managing. I hate to know that that's how the Yankees are running things. The guys in the analytics department, I really doubt they ever even played in Little League. Alright, that'll do it for now. If you liked the video, I'd appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up button. If you want to subscribe and hit the notification bell, I appreciate that as well. Also, links to my social media are in the description. Give me a follow for more immediate reactions. I'll follow you back. Hopefully the Giants can bounce back in week 2, get a win. Hopefully the Yankees make a fool out of me and win the World Series. Gambling advice, don't bet on it. You're probably going to lose money if you do bet on the Yankees winning the World Series. I'd consider it a miracle if they even make it to the ALDS, but I hope they prove me wrong. I know, noticeable change in lighting and also with the camera angle because I'm just throwing this in here now after my first take. The Yankees have a makeup game against the Twins and then a 3-game set against the Baltimore Orioles. Now guys, losing to the Orioles a couple times a year, that's fine because even the worst teams will beat contenders every now and then. But you guys have lost 7 times to the Orioles. That is unacceptable. That's pathetic. When you play the Orioles, you should be pouncing on them. But only 9-7 against the worst team in baseball? That's pathetic. Let's please not lose another series to them. The fact that you haven't even swept them yet, that's just sad. That'll do it. Peace out.